Welcome to my next lesson of German. In the previous lessons I have taught you already some expressions and words in German, but that you are also able to write and to read in German. I teach you in this lesson pronunciation and the spelling of German. Let's begin with the alphabet. The alphabet in German is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And we have also some special umlauts. Also the letters we call umlaut, like the A, O, and U umlaut, which are pronounced A, Ö, and Ü. Then we have also still a special letter called the SZ, which is pronounced like a soft S. So it's, well, later I go on with it. In order to help you to understand how to pronounce the single letters in German, I give you examples, because I think on examples it's easier to learn and to follow the way of pronounce a letter. So the A is pronounced like a, like in the example anfangen, which means to begin. The B is like in English B, so in like beginnen, like also to begin, which so the anfangen and beginnen are synonyms. The C is in original German words never written alone, just in foreign words, like mostly English words like in computer, which is English that everyone knows. The D is like pronounced in the beginning and during the word, also inside the word, like a D, so like darum, which means that's why. And in the end of a word, the D is pronounced in German like a T, so like und, so and. The E is pronounced like a E, which like an essen, which means to eat. The F is like in English a F, which like in fallen, which means to fall. The G is pronounced like a G, like in good, so good. The H is like in English a H, so a H sound, like in house, which means also in English house. The I is pronounced like a E, with like example in that, which means always. The J is pronounced like a Y, like in the word ja, which means yes. The K is a K, which like in the word Kopf, head. The L is also like in English lesen, to read. The M is also like in English mit, with. The N, nicht, not. The O has two A's. I can have two A's. One is like O, like in Opa, granddad, and one is O, like in oft, so often. The P is pronounced like P, like in papa. The Q is pronounced like Q is always spelled with QU, like in English, and it's pronounced like a, so like Quelle, so means source. The R is in German words like in the throat, so the which an example is Kraft, so power, but this is just when you have it in the beginning or inside a word. When the R is in the end of a word, you swallow it, so you say like nur, just. The S can have a hard and a soft sound. The hard sound is like when it's at the beginning of a word, it's like in sechs, so 6. And also when you spell one S, you pronounce it hard, like in Asyl, which means asylum. When you spell a double S, you pronounce it with a soft sound, like in Essen. So to eat. Or when the S is in the end of a word, then you pronounce it also in a soft way, like als. So as. The T is pronounced like in English, so t. So like trinken, so to drink. The U is pronounced U, like in und, so n. The V has two ways to pronounce. In original German words, it's pronounced like F, so F, like in English. So like Vater, father. But in Korean words, especially words coming from Latin, they're pronounced like in English. Like example, vase, so ways. The W is pronounced like a so like the V in English. An example is warum, why. The X is pronounced like like English, like X. The Y is pronounced like a U sound, like Asyl, but also names can have an E sound, like it's the name Cindy. The Z is pronounced like an example is Zahl, number. Now we come to some spelling pronunciation of German sounds, or special sounds of German. So we have already told you already that the A umlaut is A, like in ändern, to change. The O umlaut is Ö, like in hören, to hear. The U umlaut is Ü, like in über, over. The SZ is a soft S, like in Straße, street. The CH has a sound, a sound if you have it in front of a vowel, not in front of A, O, and U, like in Achtung, attention. And when you have it in front of I or E, or in front of a consonant, you have it like ich, so sound like I. The CK is pronounced like a K, like a normal K, it's like Ecke, corner. The EI is pronounced I, like in ice, so ice or ice cream. The IE is pronounced a long E, so like spielen, to play, or in some special words like it's pronounced like singular, so Italien, Italy. The SGSP sound is in the beginning of a word or during a word like sp, so spielen, but inside of a word or at the end of a word it's pronounced like in English st, like Kasten, box, and must, so must. The TZ is Katze, so cat. The PF is like Pferd, so horse. The PH is F, like in English, so philosophy, philosophy. The AU is Au, so Auge. The EU is Eu, so Leute, people. And the A umlaut U is also Eu, like in Häuser, which means houses, so the plural of house. So I hope I was able to help you with the pronunciation of German. And thank you, and see you in the next lesson.